Hello again, everybody, and happy holidays from all of us here at the Nightmare Factory. I'm Brandon Benefield alongside Tony Miller, and tonight it's Student Showcase number 20.
Brandon, I am so excited. Not only do we get to see the students after their 12 weeks of hard training here at the Nightmare Factory, but they're going to be going up against some of our local favorites here in the Georgia area.
Absolutely. Let's get this show started and send it to the ring to the lovely Diana Michelle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nightmare Factory Student Showcase. I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one ball. One ball!
What's going on, family? My name is Jerron. I'm backstage here at Nightmare. What's going on, family? My name is...
Introducing first, weighing at 250 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan. He is the #1 recruit. He is the Blue Sugar. KJ
AJ Impala, no stranger here to the Nightmare Factory, a former camper returning tonight to take on a gentleman that will be making his debut here. And of course, not a great reception from the great crowd we have here at the Nightmare Factory for Impala.
I don't think KJ cares about the reception here. He's here to do one thing, beat people up.
That's right. He's looking to put another W in that win column here tonight. But he's going to have his hands full with his opponent.
Standing at 6'3", weighing at 235 pounds, from Silicon, New Jersey, the great healer, Parish Miller.
What an ominous presence here from the newcomer, the great healer, Parish Miller. Tony, any relation?
No, not at all. But I have to tell you, KJ's not scared of many things, but I'm kind of scared looking at Parish Miller's outfit right now.
No kidding. 6'3", 235. All the way down here from New Jersey. Here to make a big impact tonight in his very first matchup. But he's got his work cut out for him, as I said. A Nightmare Factory veteran is KJ Impala. Nice reception there for Parish Miller.
Parish already has some fans already here at the Nightmare Factory.
Absolutely. We've got a great crowd on hand here tonight. We appreciate all you guys coming out, and we appreciate everybody joining us on the Nightmare Family YouTube channel. Watching all over the world right now, Tony.
Look at KJ, though. He is focused. Just because this is a student showcase doesn't mean he's taking his opponent lightly, that's for sure.
Our official, Mike Full of Love, calling for the bell in our opening contest here at Nightmare Factory Student Showcase number 20. Parish Miller here looking for a handshake in the early goings of the matchup. Will KJ oblige? No, he will not. KJ has no time for this sportsmanship.
He's not here to make friends, Brandon.
As you mentioned, Tony, he's here just to win. And right into the side headlock he goes here on Miller. Really wrenching in on that side headlock, squeezing the head of Parish Miller. Miller, though, using that strength to power out and counter into a side headlock of his own here. Two big guys here. It's hard to say who might have the advantage. KJ with a handful of hair being reprimanded here by our official.
You got to do what you got to do to win there, Brandon.
I guess if you don't get caught, it's one thing, but you do it right in front of the official. I don't know about that, Tony. Again, back into the side headlock. Parish gets taken down with a big shoulder tackle there from KJ Impala.
KJ is such a beast. He's so strong. Parish is finding that out firsthand right now.
Finding it out the hard way. The blue chipper into the ropes one more time. Big hip toss from the great healer. Parish Miller, former football player, played in college over at Mooresville State College, Delaware State University. Scoot slam, also played a little basketball, ran track back in the day. And now showing off his strength. What's he doing? What's he got in mind here? Snapping the head back of KJ Impala. That whiplash like moving a pin attempt. Outside leg hook, but just a 2 count.
That was close. KJ might have come into this match, maybe taking his opponent just a little bit lightly here.
You know, that tends to happen every time we have one of these showcases, Tony. You see the former campers come back. Big back suplex from Impala. Pin attempt here. Another 2 count. But yeah, you have these former campers come back. They take on these new campers. It's almost like the seniors coming back to face the freshmen. They don't want to get shown up by the new people.
That's the last thing that KJ wants. He doesn't want to lose anywhere, let alone to a camper, somebody new to the industry.
Miller slow to get back to his feet, and face first into that top turnbuckle he goes, courtesy of KJ Impala. Impala with a big right hand right to the jaw. A back elbow for good measure there on Parish Miller. Big shoulder right to the gut.
Parish has to get out of that corner.
Parish Miller in big trouble right now. Trying to regain his focus here, but he's getting sent back into the turnbuckle one more time by KJ Impala.
The fans are letting KJ know what they think of him, though. KJ doesn't care, he's just waving it off.
Parish Miller now trying to fight back, but he catches a knee right to the midsection from Impala. Parish tonight trying to get to live his dream here. You know, he watched Raw is 30. He saw the people the likes of Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, just to name a few, and he decided, you know what? I think I can do this for a living. Decided to come to the best school in the country. That'd be in the Nightmare Factory. Pin attempt here, though. And a big kick out there by Parish Miller.
But KJ Impala is also a graduate of the Nightmare Factory. He was in class number 4 and 5. He broke his ankle in class number 4 and came back to finish out number 5. So KJ has definitely the edge up here in the experience.
He absolutely does, and since that time, Tony, he's been making the rounds all over the independent scene, all over the country, winning championships in various promotions. This would be a big notch in the belt for Parish Miller if he could get a big win here over a former camper. But a big shot there from Impala takes Parish right back down. Parish not afraid of anybody. Parish currently is a corrections officer in the penitentiary up in New Jersey. Big German suplex there. Pin attempt here by KJ Impala one more time. Another kick out by Parish. So Parish, he's had to deal with some of the dirtiest and nastiest individuals. And so he's not afraid to back down from anybody.
I was going to say, if you're a corrections officer, how can you be scared of anything?
Absolutely. Parish back to his feet here. KJ Impala going to shoot him into the corner. Hard spine first into the corner goes Miller. But he gets that big boot up, and he meets the teeth of KJ Impala. Out of the way just in time, Impala, nobody home, hits that corner and a big lariat. Parish Miller, followed up by another one. Left jabs here. A big elbow right to the forehead from Parish Miller. I'll give a big shout out to Miller's family. Leon Miller watching at home along with many of his family members watching us right now on YouTube. We appreciate you guys joining in and watching Parish in his opening matchup here. Uh-oh. Look at the big Uranagi.
Oh, he escaped.
Was KJ. Escaped into a DDT, and he just stuck KJ right in the middle of the ring. Oh, Impala got that right shoulder up, and I mean just in time.
KJ is not going to quit. He is not going to give up. He's not leaving here without a victory. He's determined.
The same could be said, though, for the great healer, Parish Miller. Looking for a neck breaker there, but Impala able to escape. Clubbing forearm right to the spine there. Running boot right to the teeth. Will that be enough? KJ hooks the inside leg. And no, once again, just a 2 count.
So close, so close.
You see the look on the eyes there, KJ Impala. He cannot believe that that was not a 3 count, and now down come the straps.
You know what, Parish has had the advantage here. He's been able to watch tape on KJ, but KJ hasn't been able to watch tape on Parish.
That's a great point there, Tony. And again, KJ perhaps looking for that sit-out Uranagi, but Parish with the back elbows. Right to the back of the neck, back of the head there on KJ Impala. Determined to hit this neck breaker, and he finally connected.
Will that be it?
Hooks the outside leg. Parish Miller with a huge win tonight.
Huge victory over KJ Impala. Congratulations, Parish Miller, on that big victory. You're the Nightmare Factory.
A debut for the great healer, Parish Miller. And what a way to kick off Student Showcase number 20 here tonight, Tony.
Oh, Parish has a very bright future. He came in there strong, determined. Just from his ring entrance alone, he set the tone of this match, and he got that big victory over the wound chipper himself, KJ Impala.
And you know his family and his daughter Liana at home watching us on YouTube right now. So happy for Parish Miller here tonight. What a debut, what a win. And you're right, Tony. Can't wait to see what this guy has in store in the future.
A very bright future. The fans are definitely loving Parish Miller here. They're very excited for this big win.
Once again, great crowd on hand here tonight at the Nightmare Factory. Follow us on the socials, Nightmare Factory GA, and find out when we're going to have our next Sunday Night Slam. And come see us live in person, folks. You're not going to want to miss it.
There's nothing like being here live, Brandon, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall.
To the Nightmare Factory, and she's bringing the attitude here tonight, and she doesn't care what these fans think.
Remy Reed has been booed. She's been cheered all over Georgia. I don't think much affects Remy Reed.
Well, her opponent tonight should be very concerned, because Remy has held championships all over the place. She's a previous camper here. Veronica Presley making her debut here tonight. Will definitely have her hands full with the problem child.
Yeah, but she had her eyes locked in on the problem child as she walked through the ring. This might be her first match in front of a crowd, but she's determined. She is ready to show why she is meant to be in the professional wrestling world.
She's not even ready. Not even ready.
Remy Reed already with the trash talk here.
Oh, she loves to trash talk her opponent, that's for sure.
Our official, Paul Sampson, drawing the duties for this matchup. Gonna have his hands full here with the attitude there of Remy Reed. As Remy Reed, Veronica Presley now locking up. Reed now driving Presley back into the corner. And a pie face for good measure. Uh-oh, but Presley not having any of it.
Where's she running to, Brandon? There's nowhere to go.
Remy Reed ducking under the ropes there, trying to get away from her opponent.
Veronica's here to wrestle. She's here to show what she has.
Side headlock takeover there from Remy Reed. Got it cinched in tight there on Presley. Presley, though, transitions into a head scissors. Remy Reed able to kick out, but now a side headlock takeover of her own there.
She's got to get her shoulders off the mat. She can get pinned there.
Got to be real careful. Our official right there on top of the action. Veronica sent into the corner. Up and over she goes. Nobody home for Remy Reed. Nice arm drag from Presley. And another one there on Remy Reed. Look for a side slam. Delayed side slam. And Remy Reed just got planted.
Oh, she saw the facial expression of Remy Reed there. She knows she was going down.
Lateral press, just a 2 count. As I mentioned, the heartbreaker, Veronica Presley, her very first match here tonight, making her debut, and perhaps looking for the sister Abigail to put it away early. Remy Reed had it scouted, and hits a back suplex there on Veronica Presley.
You're not going to put a champion down that easily, Brandon.
Talking to Veronica earlier tonight, let me know that she's a lifelong wrestling fan and a huge Cody Rhodes fan. Of course, found out that Cody owned his own school here at the Nightmare Factory and decided to join after she caught the wrestling bug. She has that dream of becoming a professional wrestler. And why not go to the best school in the country, and she just got a double chop there from Remy Reed.
Well, she's learning real quickly what it's like to be a professional wrestler right now, Brandon.
Learning the hard way from the former camper. Remy Reed with a snapmare out of the corner. Into the ropes goes Reed. Whoa, drop kick right to the teeth. It's a here by Reed. Just a 2 count. Somehow Presley got that left shoulder up.
Yeah, I thought she was down for the count there, but she did muster the energy to get back up.
Face first into the top turnbuckle. Goes Presley. And now the boots of Remy Reed right to the midsection of Veronica Presley.
She could get disqualified there. She's got to be careful.
Yeah, Reed's got to be careful. Our official, Paul Santa, reprimanding her. After putting that boot right across the throat of Presley. Presley trying to get back to her feet here, and look at Remy Reed, just kind of like toying with her right now.
A little insult to injury there, but
how about that though? Presley blocks the shot, catches the right hand, and now a big chop right to the chest.
Presley's not going to be intimidated.
Veronica ducks the clothesline, hits a forearm right to the chin of Remy Reed. There's a lariat from Presley, followed by another one, taking down Reed. Presley ducks a clothesline, into the rope she goes. Big shoulder tackle, takes down the problem child.
I wish you played soccer and volleyball, but that was like a football maneuver there.
No kidding. Big time shoulder tackle. And now into the rope she goes. Wait a second. Oblivion shades of Liv Morgan there.
I think
Will
that
it be
might
enough?
be it.
Oh, just a 2 count. My goodness.
Remy Reed does not want to lose this match today.
Presley, of course, telling me she's a huge fan of Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, AJ Lee, Rhea Ripley, just to name a few. Of course, she also mentioned Bray Wyatt, Cody Rhodes. It looked like, wait, pin attempt here. It looked like she was attempting a Sister Abigail for the second time. Unable to connect, but there's a swinging neck breaker from the problem child. Will that be enough?
No, so close though.
Not much on that kick out though from Veronica Presley. So much taken out of her at this point in the matchup.
Remy is questioning herself right now. What does she have to do to get the victory?
Up on the shoulders. There's Veronica Presley. She slides off the back though. Wait a second. Sister Abigail for Veronica Presley. Will it be enough? How about that, Tony?
Wow, third time with the charm. She got the big victory over Remy Reed here tonight.
Man, oh man, what a debut for Veronica Presley.
Well, she's known as the Heartbreaker. She definitely broke the heart of Remy Reed tonight.
She broke the heart of Remy Reed, and of course any of the Remy Reed fans in attendance or watching at home on YouTube right now. What a win, and that's no small feat, Tony, to defeat Remy Reed. Remy Reed has such a pedigree at such a young age, and she came out of the Nightmare Factory several camps ago and making waves all over the place. And to defeat somebody like that in your first matchup, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm really in awe right now. Remy has been on fire everywhere that I see her go. Win after win everywhere.
Well, congratulations to the Heartbreaker, Veronica Presley. Don't go anywhere, folks. A lot more to come at Showcase 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall.
Look who it is. It's Holding Glass, or excuse me, Mr. Glass.
Let me tell you, these fans are booing Mr. Glass but Mr. Glass does not care. He only cares about winning, making money, and buying cars.
Oh, look at that. Disrespect to the referee before the matchup even starts. And he's just laughing it off, Tony.
That's just typical Mr. Glass, though.
Well, the time for playing games is about to be over here, Tony, as his opponent gets ready to make his way to the ring. Here comes the Equalizer, making his debut here tonight against Mr. Glass. I'll get it right eventually.
You better get it right.
Yeah, I don't want him coming after us after the show.
No, he will. He will.
So what he did to the referee already.
Yes. Let me tell you something about this Equalizer. I like this kid. I've got to talk to him a little bit behind the scenes. He's a tough guy, that's for sure, and I think Mr. Glass is going to find out.
I think you're right, Tony. He's got that combat sports background. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, amateur wrestling. But look at Glass, though. Trying to show off the strength here. Does have the slight size advantage here over Ethan Quinn, the Equalizer. Oh, look at that. Glass just driving. Quinn back into the corner.
He has a strength advantage. He definitely has the confidence advantage as well, too.
Glass, of course, no stranger to the Nightmare Factory. Been around for quite a while. Graduated a few camps ago. Look at these deep arm drags here, though, from the Equalizer. I think Glass doesn't realize what hit him here. Lateral press. Wait a second. Oh, Quinn tried to steal one real quick there.
Yeah, it looks like Glass also maybe underestimated his opponent. I've been watching Mr. Glass now for the past year. He might be one of the most improved wrestlers in all of Georgia.
Absolutely. He's been sharpening his tool set all over the independent scene in Georgia. You see the physique. He's been in the gym, been hitting the weights. Now he's going to send Quinn across into the ropes. Quinn ducks the clothesline. Up and over he goes. Quick roll up here on Glass. Oh, it's just a 2 count.
Almost pulled a fast one on him.
Outside headlock takeover there from the Equalizer to Mr. Glass. His shoulders were down there. He's got to be careful, Tony.
I love the nickname, the Equalizer. It's such an old school type of name.
Absolutely. So intimidating. Glass there with a handful of hair and then a body shot for good measure. Glass charges in, nobody home, face first into the top turnbuckle. Towards Glass, and he eats a picture-perfect drop kick there from Ethan Quinn. Penitent here.
It's going to take more than that to put down Mr. Glass.
Oh, wait a second. Where's Quinn going here?
He's going airborne.
Quinn out to the ring apron. Clearly with something in mind. Springboard 450, but he missed, and he hit his tailbone hard right there in the center of the ring there. Man, that backfired.
That could put him at a disadvantage the rest of the match.
And Glass is doing the right thing here. Going right after his opponent after that mistake. And going right for a pin attempt here.
I think he's just trying to wear him out with pin attempts at this point.
You're right, Tony. The more they have to kick out, the more it takes out of them. And that is the case right now for the Equalizer.
Yeah, he looks a little winded right now after all those pin attempts.
Look at Glass just toying around here, stomping on the arm of his opponent.
This is when Glass is at his best. When his opponent is like prey in the ring. He's like a shark in there.
There's a big boot. Taking Quinn right back down to the canvas one more time. Gonna drag Quinn right to the center of the ring and just continue stomping on the legs of Ethan Quinn. Mr. Glass in the ring one more time. That low leg drop right across the throat and a pin attempt, but another 2 count. Down to the side headlock here.
The crowd here cheering for Ethan here in the crowd. He's definitely the fan favorite here.
Quinn trying to make his way back up to his feet. As you're right, Tony, the crowd rallying behind him here. Quinn up to the vertical base, now with a body shot, trying to escape. But Glass takes out the leg one more time, and down goes Quinn one more time.
Those kicks are brutal.
See Quinn just favoring that leg now. Jackknife cover here for Glass. No, 2 count. the disrespect there. Just
So disrespectful.
stepping right across the gut there of Ethan Quinn. And Glass now up to the second turnbuckle. Kick, but nobody, or leg drop, but nobody was home. And he landed hard right on his tailbone. And this could be the opening right now for Ethan Quinn.
Let's see how Ethan can capitalize on Mr. Glass's mistake here.
Both men looking a little worse for wear right now. But Glass back up to his feet first. Quinn up to his feet with a big right. Right to the jaw there of Mr. Glass. Quinn blocks another one and another right hand. Finally taking Glass off of his feet with a series of clotheslines here. Kick to the midsection. Fucking arrow from Ethan Quinn. How about that?
He is fired up. The crowd is fired up. He's literally got Mr. Glass on the ropes right now.
Literally. Glass back in. Big time Uranagi. Are you kidding me? Look how high up on his neck the Glass landed. That is scary.
Mr. Glass looks shook right now.
He went for this once.
He knows where to go. Mr. Glass doesn't get out of that ring, get a breather, get some recovery in right now.
He perhaps was going for that springboard 450 one more time, but he's got to be careful not to go to the well one too many times here. Glass back in. How about that spinning heel kick? And a pin attempt here by Glass.
That's it. No.
I got to tell you, this kid digging down deep here, Ethan Quinn. Give it up to the fortitude of this young man.
Mr. Glass can't believe he kicked out of that.
Many of these fans can't either. What's Glass going for here? Perhaps a pile driver or power bomb perhaps here, but instead he eats a super kick there from Ethan Quinn. And another 2 count, my goodness.
So close.
Ethan Quinn pulling out all the stops here tonight in his debut. Wants to do whatever he can to get that first ever victory.
Look at his determination right now. He is focused. He is hyper focused right now. Oh!
50! Springboard 450 will be enough!
He did it.
Wow! What a move from the equalizer, Ethan Quinn. And he puts away Mr. Glass with that springboard 450. And a huge win in his debut matchup.
I am shell-shocked right now. The equalizer came in. First match ever. Puts down holding Glass. He was so focused. He was so ready for his debut match.
And look at this, the equalizer fan club on the outside getting some hugs and some high fives.
I think we have big things coming from the equalizer in the future, Brandon.
Absolutely. And what a show it has been so far here tonight. Sunday Night Slam at the Nightmare Factory, Student Showcase number 20. Fans, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot more to come.
The following contest is set for one fall.
Tony.
You know, I talked to JD before the match, and he said these youngsters are coming in trying to make a name off of himself. That's why he gets so angry here.
Deering, aka The Future, here tonight. in his debut matchup. And you're right, Tony, JD Inc. showing a lot of frustration with these new campers. Not wanting to get a win at his expense here.
No, he said he was tired of all these campers coming and, you know, trying to make their debut, get a win off of him, make a name off of him. He's not having it tonight.
Both men, I guess, showing off their footwork there. Collar and elbow lock up, center of the ring. Now into the side headlock goes JD Inc. And a noogie from JD Inc. in the early going to this matchup.
Insult right there.
One of the oldest tricks in the book right there. Old school noogie. And a shoulder tackle there for JD Inc. To Deering, takes him down in the center of the ring.
Sometimes getting under your opponent's skin can be the best wrestling psychology.
Up and over goes Deering. Roll up on JD Inc. And a 1 count. Side headlock takeover here for the future. And look at this, returning the favor with a noogie of his own there. How about that? JD Inc., of course, frustrated with these campers, as we talked about. If he's the present, Graham Davis Deering wants to be the future. But JD Inc. doesn't want that to happen, not at his expense.
Absolutely not.
Stomp on the foot there for Inc. Deering counters, sends Inc. into the corner. The future charges in, big lariat in the corner there for JD Inc. Power slam for Graham Davis Deering. Penitent man works the outside leg. And not quite yet.
Well, JD looks stunned right now.
He's a little shocked. Yeah, he was frustrated, but he's got to up the focus here a little bit. Doesn't want this youngster coming in here and having his way with him. Look at that maneuver there. The JD goes to the outside, pulling Deering into that second rope.
You know, JD Inc. was part of Camp 15 here. Also, WWID recruit Mike Cunningham was in his very own.
Yeah, how about that? Comes from good stock, does JD Inc. with that suplex now on Deering. Hook the outside leg. Will it be enough for Inc.? No, it will not. Deering gets that right shoulder up just in time. Now Inc. just laying the boots right to the sternum here of the newcomer.
This is exactly where JD wants to be. He wants to teach him a lesson.
Oh, release German suplex. And how about that? Deering landing on the back of his head here.
People are chanting JD stinks here. Wow. The Illustrated Man, he doesn't get many boos very often.
Well, how about that? The crowd trying to get under the skin, as you mentioned earlier, of JD Inc. I gotta tell you, Deering really came into the wrestling business in kind of an unusual way. It was a buddy of his back in 2022 that got him into pro wrestling by playing the WWE 2K games. It actually wasn't until 2023 at Survivor Series that he watched his first actual WWE show, which happens to be the time that CM Punk returned to WWE. So, of course, a CM Punk fan, a Seth Rollins fan, grew up in a military family. Dad in the Navy, grandfather in the Air Force. But he wanted to go the pro wrestling route, and here he is, coming to the best school in the country, the Nightmare Factory here in Atlanta, Georgia. And now just laying in the chops on JD Inc. Inc. now shot across. Deering charges in, nobody home, face first into the top turnbuckle, and a high knee lift there from JD Inc. to Deering. JD Inc. showing the slam here, showing that muscle. And a pin attempt, but a 2 count from our official Mike Fullilove right there on top of the action.
We talked about some of Graham's inspirations, you know, CM Punk, just great guys to inspire you to get into this business. And, you know, you said it was a video game that really inspired him, which is crazy. Maybe he's working his way to be in one of those 2K games in the future.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be great.
Full circle. Coming from that military family, of course, he's been all over the country, a lot of moving. Went from Virginia to New York to Alabama, now here in Georgia. He's had a great support system, able to live with his grandparents and his family, able to support him and help him along the way. Worked at some fast food jobs, earning money for the tuition here at the Nightmare Factory.
You know, one of the things I hear from professional wrestlers, the hardest thing is to travel. And it sounds like he's already got a lot of that under his belt from all the moving he's done as a youngster.
Absolutely. He's in a bit of trouble now, though, is Deering. As JD Inc. on the outside looks to be going to the top.
You better be careful. JD can end these matches very quickly.
JD better hurry up, do whatever he's going to.
Oh my God.
Well, how about that? JD went for a splash.
Well, that was a mistake.
But Deering got the knees up just in time.
JD should know better.
Yeah, he took a little too much time there, Tony.
Way too cocky there.
The official now checking on both competitors here.
Well, you can definitely tell in these 12 weeks of training that Graham has gone through, he's definitely learned a lot of things, and he knew how to capitalize on JD's line of enthusiasm there coming off the top rope.
And now Deering just some straight right hands there to JD Inc. And finally, down goes Inc. Couple of clotheslines here from the future. Ducks a clothesline from JD Inc. Big time power slam.
Power slam.
How about that? And down come the straps for Graham Davis Deering.
Shades of the Road Warriors there with that big power slam there.
How about that? JD Inc. back up though, catches the right hand. Look like right to the nose. Ducks a clothesline. Oh, spinning neck breaker on JD Inc.
Is that it?
Courtesy of Deering. Hooks the outside leg. And another 2 count. My goodness. You see the facial expression there of Deering, wondering what's it going to take to keep this guy down.
Look at him. He is locked in though. He's got the crowd behind him. JD's wobbling.
Uh-oh. He's got him in a sleeper hold. It's sleeper locked in here. How about a snapmare for JD Inc. able to escape the hold. And now a boot right to the chin of Deering.
Almost kicked his head off there.
JD Inc. here, perhaps looking for the pump handle slam. And he connects right in the center of the ring. Penitent here, outside leg hooked. No, not quite yet, Tony.
Wow.
I thought he had it. JD Inc. now letting the frustration get the best of him here, getting in the face of our official.
It's not the official's fault he kicked out. JD needs to focus. We've seen him get distracted. It's cost him already.
Ain't just shouting at Deering here to stay down, but
Deering's not staying down.
Deering's not going to stay. That's his debut matchup. Oh, Cazador here. Back to his feet, back to the sleeper one more time. Oh, there's a dragon sleeper. He's tapped. He calls himself the future, and the future looks bright tonight for Graham Davis Deering, forcing JD Inc. to tap out, Tony. Unbelievable.
I mean, in the present, he is the big winner here tonight over JD Inc. A total shock. JD has been making a name for himself the past couple years here in Georgia. And wow, see Deering come away with that victory. That was impressive.
Great fan support here tonight at the Nightmare Factory, and a great showing in his debut matchup for Graham Davis Deering. And look at JD Inc. still arguing with the official, claiming that he didn't tap out.
We saw him tap out, Brandon.
We saw, listen to the crowd saw.
The fans are letting him know that he tapped out.
More to come here, folks, at the Nightmare Factory Camp 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one ball. From the bottom line, straight out of Booty, she's the spiciest lady, Angelica.
Well, Tony, it's time to get risky.
It's always a risky time when Angelica Risk is in the building.
It's risky, it's spicy. You never know what to expect with Angelica Risk.
You certainly don't.
easy now. Well, Risk is ready to get risky. I'm not sure about the rest of the crowd here in the Nightmare Factory. I don't think they're feeling it, Tony.
Not at all. Then again, Angelica doesn't really care too much what the fans think.
Very true. Very true.
Somewhere out of this world, Kelsey.
Another familiar face here from Camp 9 of the Nightmare Factory, returning here tonight to go one-on-one with the Spicy Quesadilla and Angelica Risk. This is Kelsey.
Kelsey, she just recently moved back to Georgia to focus on professional wrestling.
That's right, she's been building empires, starting restaurants outside of the wrestling business. But that wrestling bug got a hold of her, Tony. She made her way back to Atlanta recently to be surrounded by the best coaches, the best teammates, and the best wrestling. A lot of trash talk early on here. A pie face there.
I like
from
the
Risk
trash talking.
to Kelsey. Poor Paul Santa, our official, has his hands
He
full
certainly
here
does.
tonight. I do not envy him one bit.
No.
Your question is, Tony, are we going to see some wrestling?
I know we're going to see a fight, that's for sure.
Well, look at Risk looking for a little test of strength here to start the matchup.
You know, I've been on the receiving end of an angry Angelica Risk. I do not envy Kelsey whatsoever right now.
Risk showing off the strength, but look at Kelsey. Then the Risk right back, and Risk breaks it up with the boot right to the midsection. Man, oh man. What a chop
Does
there.
anybody chop harder than Angelica Risk?
Some of the spiciest chops in all of professional wrestling, Tony. Oh, my goodness.
Brandon, we're not even sitting close to the ring, and I can hear that thunderous clap all the way over here.
You hear it reverberating throughout the Nightmare Factory here. Kelsey in a world of trouble right now.
One more, it looks like.
Ooh, a body shot there from Angelica Risk. I think Kelsey blocks the next shot and hits one of her own. And I'm not sure that Risk is one you want to get in a chop battle with.
I certainly wouldn't, no.
But there's a forearm. Yeah, switch it up a little bit. And another forearm right to the jaw. And how about that? Down goes Risk. Wait a second. Did Risk just call a timeout?
She did.
Oh, wait a second now. Kelsey hung up there on the second rope.
You gotta be smarter than that.
And the trash talk continues. Oh, wait a second. The trash talk, and now some disrespect. But look at that. It was scouted. Kelsey had her scouted and saw it coming and put a stop to it. Kelsey rolls through. Nice deep arm drag there on Angelica Risk. And a hip toss to Risk. Kelsey looking for a scoop. And a slam, center of the ring.
You say all those tosses
Ooh, pin attempt here, hang on. 2 count.
had Risk a little woozy out there.
And now, what is Kelsey going for here? Tornado DDT, no, but Risk saw it coming, able to escape, and connects with a big boot right to the face.
You know, Angelica Risk was the first ever Nightmare Factory Women's Champion. Not only the first, but also the longest reigning Nightmare Factory Women's Champion. I'm sure she wants that title back around her waist.
Absolutely. Well, one way to get there would be to rack up some wins. Uh-oh. Gonna put a little extra stank on it here, and man, right to the spine, that double chop.
Brandon, I can feel how hurtful that smack is to her back.
Like I said, we can just hear it throughout the building here. Oh. And now once again, draped across that middle rope. Knee right on the back of the neck of Kelsey from Angelica Risk. Taking advantage of the referee's 5 count there.
Angelica just loves to have fun with her opponents in there. She loves to beat them up too, but
I was going to say she's having fun, but her opponent definitely is not. And now look at this arrogant pin there, just 1 foot across the chest there from Risk to Kelsey.
Look at my handprints all over her back.
Oh my goodness. She's not wrong, Tony. She said, look at the handprints on her back.
She's going to have permanent tattoos after this match.
Rick's now just toying with her food here. Shoots a half, hooks leg. No, 2 count.
Risk has to be careful though, because Kelsey, like we mentioned earlier, she did move recently to Georgia to pursue professional wrestling as her career. So she's not looking to go home with a loss here tonight.
Absolutely not. As Risk trying to slow down the pace here, just trying to choke the life out of Kelsey. But Kelsey firing back with some elbows.
Yeah, the ref needs to check that. It could be a show.
Oh! Handful of hair and down goes Kelsey. Hard right in the middle of the ring here is Risk going to bring her back up to her feet one more time. Now going to send her into the top turnbuckle. What's Risk got in mind here?
I don't know, but I'm afraid for Kelsey right now.
Hanging her up now in the proverbial tree of woe here. And now Kelsey in a very precarious position here as Risk with those body shots, those chops once again, right to the stomach of Kelsey. Kelsey in a bad way. Oh my goodness, and she just got slammed right in the back, right in her head, right in the corner of the ring there. Penitent here. And another 2 count.
She's got fight in her.
Much like you said, Tony, she did not come all this way for a loss. Short arm lariat there from Risk, another penitent.
Yeah, you don't build empires by losing there, Brandon. And she's looking for some wins and wants to build an empire here in professional wrestling. The crowd is definitely behind Kelsey right now.
Trying to wheel her back up. Trying to get a little offense behind her, but right now, Risk just having her way and now just choking her blatantly in front of the referee.
You can see those marks on Kelsey's stomach right now from Angelica.
As you mentioned, just tattooing her out. Look at this. A roll up out of the corner.
Only one.
And a 1 count there. Kelsey ducks a clothesline. She didn't duck that one. Risk caught her on the rebound. And a back press here. Will it be up this time?
So close.
Ooh. She barely kicked out. Not a lot on that kick out, Tony. So much taken out of Kelsey at this point in the matchup.
It looks like that tank is running near empty, but it's not empty yet.
Oh, wait, which looking for here? Maybe a backslide perhaps, but Risk able to escape. Oh, a neck breaker from Kelsey. And she caught it that time. Risk is down, and now Kelsey finally has a minute here to recuperate, trying to recover a little bit. She's taken so much damage in this matchup. The crowd, once again, here at the Nightmare Factory, trying to rally behind Kelsey. Risk just mocking the crowd, and another pie face right there to her opponent. Uh-oh, the trash talk continues from the spicy one.
You know, both of these ladies are both graduates from the Nightmare Factory. Kelsey, class 9, and Angelica, class number 2.
That's right. She's been around for a hot minute here. There's a lariat. Oh, lariat's here from Kelsey. Kelsey finally rallying with some offense here. Into the ropes goes Kelsey. And how about that neck breaker?
Very nice. She is fired out. She is feeling the momentum right now, but she cannot play around.
Oh, what an elbow drop right to the sternum there. Penitent here for Kelsey. And a 2 count.
She has to stay on Angelica. You give Angelica an inch, she will take a mile.
She absolutely will. Great call there, Tony. As now she's got her in her front face lock, does Kelsey, but Risk drives her right back into the corner. And now the repeated shoulder shots right to the midsection. She got mine here. Snapmare takeover. Oh my goodness. And what a shot right to the back. From Risk to Kelsey. That shotgun drop kick off the ropes.
Kelsey's learning what it's like to get risky.
Uh-oh. Could it be time to dial it up? Straight out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's the 505. And she caught all of it.
That could be it, Brandon.
Right on the nose. Penitent here. Oh, wow. Kelsey kicked out of the 505.
They're still fighting Kelsey.
I think Angelica Risk is in disbelief right now. And she snapped. She's reached her wits' end here, Tony.
Did she learn that in training camp?
I don't know. I don't know about
Did
that.
she just learn that growing up? I don't know.
Actually, she might have learned that from Coach Luke. I've seen Coach Luke do that. Another body shot there from Risk. Going to be time for the final roulette. She was going for it, her finishing maneuver there, but Kelsey saw it coming and was able to escape. Now looking for a backslide, perhaps. Shoulders on the mat. Oh, 2 count. Our official doing a great job making sure the shoulders were indeed on the mat.
You know, Angelica's probably one of the busiest ladies in all of professional wrestling. There's so much to watch on Angelica. Kelsey has definitely done her homework coming into this match.
Into the corner, looking for the tornado DDT one more time.
Will that do it?
And she just stuck Risk.
Risk looks like she is out.
Shoots the half here, hooks the outside leg. And she caught her just like that, Tony. We say it all the time, Tony. It just takes 3 seconds, and it looked like Risk had this match under control, but just like that, Kelsey comes away with a huge win here tonight.
Kelsey is ready to build that empire. It looks like it's all started tonight with a big victory tonight over the spiciest wrestler in the game, Angelica Risk.
What a great reception from this crowd here tonight. Showing her the love in the Nightmare Factory. Kelsey with a big, big win against Angelica Risk. Fans, we got a lot more to come here tonight for Student Showcase number 20 in the Nightmare Factory. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for 1 fall.
To become the living legend. But right now, it's his first matchup tonight. He's the legend in training.
You know, you got to go into this business with positive thinking, right? Legend in training. It's a good first step, I think, Brandon.
Absolutely. By the way, he's a jack of all trades. He made his own ring gear. He made his own entrance music. How about that,
Hey,
Kimo Greasy?
He doesn't have to worry about copyright music. He doesn't have to worry about something outside of his gear.
And the crowd behind Kimo here tonight already, letting Jimmy have it.
I like Kimo. He's a smart guy.
Nice mat return there from Jimmy Wild, though. Kimo Greasy back up. Into a mat return of his own. Jimmy Wild getting a little too cocky, a little too big for his britches here. And Kimo Greasy answering right back to Jimmy Wild. You know, Kimo been a fan since around 9 years old. His granddad actually got him into wrestling around that age. Big fan of Shawn Michaels, Finn Balor, and his granddad's favorite, The Undertaker. And here he is tonight, trying to make his dreams come true. But a big shoulder tackle right now from Jimmy Wild, and the strut from Jimmy Wild. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but Jimmy Wild, he's 1/3 of the superstars. Nikki 8, Tommy Mars. I mean, these guys are rocking and rolling all over their opponents everywhere they go.
That's right, Tony. It will be no easy task here for Kimo Greasy tonight. A handful of hair right there from Jimmy Wild, our official, Jesse B, the referee, right there on top of the action, and a pie face from Jimmy Wild. But Greasy answers right back. The crowd behind Kimo here tonight.
Well, Kimo definitely has fans here. I actually met Kimo's here today. His uncle is here to watch him wrestle this week's match.
Absolutely. They've been documenting this entire night. Pictures, videos.
They have been.
Absolutely. We love that his family's here supporting him tonight. The Greasy fan club in the house in full force.
Yeah, I did talk to his uncle before this match, and his uncle was just so excited for his debut match and was saying, you know, how loud, how crazy should I be? I said, hey, just have fun.
The louder. How about that clothesline from Kimo Greasy taking down the Wild Man?
Oh, he's rocking Jimmy Wild right now. Big splash.
How about that? Shades of the Stinger.
Yes.
Bulldog out of the corner. Kimo Greasy charges in, but he catches the boot there from Jimmy Wild. Jimmy Wild not going to take too kindly to one of these new campers coming in here and making a name for himself at his expense. We said that before. A lot of these former campers come back. They don't want the new campers to get the win over them.
Not at all. Jimmy Wild doesn't take kindly to anything, really.
Unless you're rock and roll.
Yeah, he's not here for the fans. He's not here for the cheers.
Oh, wait a second. Crisscross. Side suplex. And a penitent there from Kimo Greasy, but just a 2 count.
Spinning him like a record over there.
My goodness. Action picked up fast and furious there for a second now, but Jimmy Wild slow to get back to his feet.
You know, this is our first time seeing these campers wrestle. Kimo is very impressive.
Absolutely. What's he got in mind here? Perhaps looking for a crossroads maybe, but a rake to the eyes from Jimmy Wild put a stop to that. Double axe handle right to the back of the neck from the Wild Man to Kimo Greasy. Stiff kick right to the lower spine. And now just mouth it off right to the Kimo Greasy fan club there in the front row.
You know, Jimmy Wild, he's just not a veteran. He's a guy that wins championships. He main events most of the shows that I go to.
Ooh, look for a big chop there, but nobody home. And now a chop from Kimo Greasy connected with the chest there of Jimmy Wild. Jimmy now sends Kimo back into the corner. Finally connects with that knife-edge chop that he was looking for earlier. Greasy across. Spine first into the top turnbuckle. He hit hard there. You saw the force.
Jimmy loves taunting his opponent.
Absolutely he does. Talking trash while he's beating him up. Just adding insult to injury here, Tony.
It's his favorite thing to do.
Big time neck breaker there from Jimmy Wild.
The crowd is broke out with Jimmy Mild chants.
This is classic Jimmy Mild chants from the great crowd here at the Nightmare Factory, trying to get under the skin of the Wild Man.
That's not going to face Jimmy.
Nice suplex from Jimmy Wild as he goes out to the ring apron and blows a kiss. And a slingshot senton over the rope. Blowing a kiss there and talking trash to the Kimo Greasy fan club there in the front row. He better be careful though. He focuses too much on the crowd. It's going to come back to bite him here, Tony.
I don't know if Jimmy's been watching the matches in the back, but he cannot take these campers lightly. They are determined. They do not want to leave here with a loss in their first match.
That's right. These new campers, I believe, have a bit of a win streak going on here thus far in the show. Can Kimo Greasy keep it going for the newcomers?
Well, Jimmy needs to not fall into that trap.
Now to the ring apron goes Greasy. The legend in training is in trouble at the moment.
He is rocking right now.
He's trapped in the ropes. Oh, and a shotgun drop kick there from Jimmy Wild to a helpless Kimo Greasy. Now into that second rope goes Wild. What's the fur coat? Got mud, double axe handle right to the back.
This could
And he
be
brings
it.
Kimo Greasy back into the ring. Outside leg hooks, but just a 2 count.
These fans are definitely here supporting Kimo. They want to see him leave here with a victory.
I think everybody in the building thus far wants to see Kimo leave with the victory, except for Jimmy Wild.
Except for Jimmy Wild, yes.
Now Greasy up to that second turnbuckle. Off the rope. And he connected. What a collision there. Not quite sure what he was going for, but they collided there, and both men hit hard.
Jimmy definitely got the hardest part of that.
That's right. Jimmy got the worst of it, but now takes out the legs down. Just a ground and pound from Jimmy Wild to Kimo Greasy.
Jimmy welcomes the boos by the fans. I think he thrives on it.
Jimmy now back up, looking for a suplex here on Kimo Greasy. Greasy doing his best there to block the suplex, and he connects with one of his own. Could this be the turning point right now for Kimo Greasy? Trying to catch his breath, trying to regroup here.
He needs to get on top of Jimmy. Jimmy gets any little break here, he can finish this match in 3 seconds.
Both men down, both men trying to regroup, trying to make their way back to their feet here. Referee implementing that 10 count, but both men finally back up.
This is a chance for Kimo right now.
The crowd rallying behind Greasy, and it's working. Oh, look at this! Spine on the pine. What a spine buster there for Kimo Greasy. He caught all of it, Tony.
That spine buster shades of Arn Anderson. Jimmy doesn't know where he's at right now.
Wait a second.
Oh, maybe he does. It looks like he was playing possum.
He rolls him over. Jimmy does it. His attempt. Oh, and just a 2 count. My goodness. Looking for a super kick there. Was 1/3 of the superstar. How about that suplex there from Kimo Greasy? Hooks both legs. And another 2 count. My goodness. What a back and forth matchup we have here, Tony.
Wow. Kimo has been very impressive here in his debut. Feeling the energy of the fans. He's gearing up for something big here.
Ooh. Jimmy Wild. The shoulders right to the midsection there on Kimo Greasy.
I think Kimo has to look at a little more standard interaction. He's got to stay on Jimmy Wild. Oh.
That running kick to the face right in the corner there from Jimmy Wild. He caught on it. Oh, how about that?
That's a 3.
Jimmy Wild. Might be all she wrote for Kimo Greasy. No, a kick out at 2. I thought Wild had it for sure that time, Tony.
Jimmy should not hesitate on Kimo here too.
Second, nice side headlock takeover there from Kimo Greasy. He's bound and determined to hit the crossroads, and he finally connects. Will it be enough? Kimo Greasy with the win. The legend in training starts tonight with a big-time win in his wrestling career.
It certainly does. When you put the name legend in your name, you have to bring your A game every single time. And Kimo definitely did bring that. Get some love from the fans over there.
You love the friends and family coming out to support Kimo Greasy, the great crowd here at the Nightmare Factory, and connecting with the move made famous by Coach Cody himself. The Crossroads with a big win here tonight for Kimo Greasy. Fans, we got more to come here at the Nightmare Factory for Student Showcase number 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for 1 fall.
few minutes ago, Jimmy Wild, but this is red hot Tommy Mars.
You know, Tommy's gonna look to turn the tide here and not have the superstars go 0-2 here at the Nightmare Factory.
Absolutely. You know, he was watching backstage of that last matchup. Pliers, is that what that was he brought to the ring?
He is the working man. I guess maybe he just came from a job right now.
Well, you know, he told me earlier when he grew up over there in Istanbul, Turkey, it's a bit of a rough neighborhood. He used to carry those things around for protection.
Okay, and looks like he's, you know, the superstars, they always come out and interfere in these matches, so maybe he has an equalizer here then.
There you go. You got to keep that head on a swivel. You never know, Tony. Collar and elbow tie up here. Turk DePencer, Tommy Mars. You got red hot Tommy Mars and the working man here. Mars now bailing out into the ropes there, trying to keep it reprieve. Turk tucks a close line, gets a big hip toss on Mars. Scoop and a slam from Turk DePencer. Pin attempt here on Mars. Will it be enough? No, 2 count.
No, you're not going to put down red hot Tommy Mars that easily.
How about this? Turk down into a side headlock here on Mars. Mars trying to get his feet back under him here. Get back up to a vertical base. Gonna send Turk into the ropes here. Off the ropes comes Turk with a big time shoulder tackle. Charges in on Mars and a huge splash in the corner from Turk DePencer, the working man. Face first off that turnbuckle. Goes red hot Tommy Mars. Once again, Turk in, but nobody home this time.
He went to the well one too many times. You can't do the same move over and over against somebody like Tommy Mars. He's going to know what you want to do.
Tommy Mars will adjust on the fly, and you're right, Tony. It's exactly what just happened. As he shoots Turk across. Oh, and Turk turned inside out in the corner as he hit hard. Spine first in that turnbuckle.
Just kicking him out to the crowd there.
Turk DePencer, of course, moving to the U.S. at age 13 from Istanbul. That's when he first got into professional wrestling. He says they don't have professional wrestling over there in Istanbul, and so he was 13 years old when he first got into it. And right now, he just hit hard into the steel steps, courtesy of red hot Tommy Mars. My goodness.
You said they don't have wrestling over in Istanbul. It's kind of hard to imagine a world without professional wrestling.
I know, right? We're so enthralled with it over here. It's hard to believe anywhere else wouldn't have it, but he, of course, caught the bug at age 13, and he's been wanting to become a wrestler ever since.
Well, he came to the right place, the Nightmare Factory. There's no better place to train in the state of Georgia than here.
That's right, the best school in the country, and Tommy Mars laying the boot right to the spine here of Turk DePencer.
Yeah, let's get a nice movie shot.
Yeah, you can't go wrong being here at the Nightmare Factory, learning from the best in the business. Of course, the WWE ID school is the Nightmare Factory. You can find out more about us, nightmarefactoryga.com. Find out when the next camp starts up. Sign up today and come join us for the next 12-week camp.
Yeah, the talent that has come out of this school is absolutely incredible. We're seeing that here on display tonight, not only in the campers for camp number 20, but also in their opponents.
Absolutely. Tommy Mars, of course, from one of the earlier camps. Step up Enziguri there in the corner from Mars. Mars has been all over the country, traveling the roads, all over the independent scene, winning championships left and right. We've seen some of the talent from the Nightmare Factory appearing weekly on television across the globe. And it all starts right here with this 12-week camp, and now the student showcase for camp number 20. Turk DePencer in a world of trouble, just ate a big uppercut and hit hard there, courtesy of Tommy Mars. Now Tommy with the ground and pound. We saw his partner Jimmy Wild doing this earlier in his matchup. Pin attempt here from Mars.
Well, did you know that Tommy Mars' first opponent here at the Nightmare Factory is actually his fellow Superstar member, Jimmy Wild?
How about that?
It's just like you never know what can happen. You have a match here, maybe Turk can join the Superstars one day.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? What instrument would he play, you think? The pliers? Can you play the pliers?
I'm not going to tell this guy what he can't play.
I don't know.
Brandon, these guys are much tougher than me and you. I'm not going to tell them anything.
Agreed, Tony. Now Turk back up to his feet, firing away with those right hands on Tommy Mars. Oh, wait a second. Tommy, though, now into a sleeper hold on Turk DePencer, but Turk able to counter out of it. And the big-time lariat ducks the clothesline. Tilt to the wall, backbreaker from Turk to Tommy Mars. Turk in control. What a kick right to the teeth on Tommy.
Turk is fired up. These fans are fired up.
Turk DePencer turning it up a few notches here on Tommy Mars. Second, sunset flip here. Turk, no, but a kick out from Tommy Mars. Now back into the sleeper one more time for Tommy.
Tommy's trying to slow this match down a little bit.
Yeah, Turk picked up that pace and Tommy wasn't having it. Trying to slow down the pace and slow down Turk DePencer. It was about 20 years ago, Turk told me, he actually broke his back. Doctors and family told him, hang on a minute, here. Oh, and just a 2 count. Turk barely got that left shoulder up. But it was his friends and family and doctors telling him that he had no chance at professional wrestling with that broken back. But after recovering, Turk said, you know what, I'm going to take the chance. And he made his way here to the Nightmare Factory. And he's trying to live out his dream right here in front of us.
You know what, Brandon? I love inspirational stories like that. So many of us are told what we can't do. He's proven everybody right.
Oh, wait a second. He connected with the final jumper. His final jumper, will it be enough? And he got it, Tony. Turk DePencer, he was doing the mattress wrestling as a kid. He told me he used to do that move all the time when he was younger, and now he used it here tonight to put away Tommy Mars in his debut matchup.
Okay, so not only did Turk prove the doctors wrong that he wouldn't wrestle, but I think he proved a lot of other people wrong that said maybe he couldn't beat somebody from the superstars like Tommy Mars, and he did get that victory. Big things coming from him.
Absolutely, connecting with the final jumper to put away Tommy Mars. Big time win for Turk DePencer here in his debut matchup at Student Showcase 20.
Now is he back to work after this?
He's the working man. See if he grabs those pliers on the way out. Don't go anywhere, folks. Still more to come. In fact, it's our main event, Tony.
You guys have a good time tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event.
Hey, Tony.
Yes, Brandon.
He's not crazy.
No, not at all.
I don't care what these fans say. He's not crazy. All right? Just put that out. So he knows that I let everybody know, because he's going to let me know later if I don't.
We need to put that on record that we have both said he's not crazy. Yeah.
He's not crazy. Don't let that look fool you. He's not crazy. I'm telling you. Ward not making any friends here tonight in the crowd.
He doesn't want to make friends.
No, he does not. Mason Judge here tonight with a big debut. his hands full with the Warden. Once this man enters the ring, we're gonna have over 600 pounds in the ring, Tony.
These two guys define the term beef. They're huge, they're big, they're strong. The Warden looks like he's actually outsized here in this match.
Judge definitely has the height advantage. Warden coming in about 305. Judge weighs in at 300. Plus, you had Paul Santo in there. Definitely over 600.
Did Paul give you an official weigh-in?
Paul's got to be what, $125?
I'm not going to judge his weight.
Well, here we go. It's main event time here at the Nightmare Factory. The Warden and the Judge.
The Warden has been on an absolute tear everywhere that I see him.
Oh, man, he is letting this crowd have it here tonight, and they're letting them have it right back.
The Warden, a Nightmare Factory original, camp number 1.
And the Warden, of course, making his way all over the independent scene, all over the country. How about this? Mason Judge. Kind of showing up the Warden a little bit. The Warden's not too sure what to think of it.
Yeah, but Mason Judge, camp 20. The Warden, camp 1. That means the Warden has 19 camps of experience here against the Judge.
Now Warden back in. Oh, went for calling up a lock him. He just hit a right hand. Now a shove to the back from Judge to the Warden.
The Judge, what he has to worry about are these power drivers from the Warden. I mean, he's probably given out hundreds for Christmas this year alone.
And the thing is, he's actually been hitting power drivers on a lot of Judge's classmates throughout the last 12 weeks.
Yes, I've witnessed it firsthand. Cameraman, reporters, nobody is safe from the Warden.
And you hear the Warden chanting, yelling that he's not crazy. I tried to tell the folks he's not crazy. The crowd here in the Nightmare Factory think differently.
Well, these fans, they're going to jet out of here right after this match. You know, they're not going to stay around and talk to the Warden.
Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, the Warden's nasty. That's just nasty, Tony.
I've had those things put in my hair, on my clothes.
What is it that the Warden has against you? What'd you do to him?
I'd be nothing but friendly to him. I guess I must have called him crazy one time.
Goodness, Judge just gets taken down hard there, courtesy of the Warden. And Judge now struggling, trying to get back to his feet. Ooh.
The Warden might not be crazy, but he's definitely one of the toughest guys to ever come out of the Nightmare Factory.
Yes, indeed he is. He's going to shoot Judge across. No, Judge goes through a short arm area. And Judge takes down the Warden once again.
Now, I've spoken to the Warden, you know, behind the scenes, he's worked a variety of jobs, but nothing has ever satisfied him in his career. Wrestling is the only thing he wants to do. Beat people up is the only thing he wants to do, but Judge has that advantage right now.
Right now, Judge just returning the favor from earlier and connecting right in the heart of the Warden. And the Warden rolls to the outside for a bit of a reprieve right now. Going to try to regroup a little bit.
Usually it's people running away from the Warden, not the other way around.
But Judge going right out after him. Oh, my goodness. Big knife edge chop there from Judge. Right to the Warden.
You don't see too many people matching the strength of the Warden.
As we mentioned, Judge, 300 pounds, 6'6", out of Marietta, Georgia. Same as Cody Rhodes, as a matter of fact. Coach Cody, the same stomping grounds. There's a headbutt right to the teeth from the Warden to Judge. And now the Warden with a little ground and pound. The right hand's just flying to the forehead there of Judge. Ooh. What a collision between these two behemoths.
The Warden laying down the law on the Judge right now. The Warden seems to have a few fans out here, though.
Yeah, maybe one or two.
Maybe they're just scared of him.
That's true. Ooh. Double axe handle right to the spine there of Judge. So I told you, Tony, he's not crazy.
hard to defend that.
Well,
Again, I'm just getting myself into more trouble.
I was going to say, you said it, not me.
I need to learn my lesson.
Judge trying to fire back with some body shots. Another clubbing blow to the back from the Warden. Oh, and he just sits out right there on Judge. Judge in a bad way right now, but Judge, quite an athlete in his own right. 3 years on the varsity basketball team back in high school. Definitely got the height and the size for it. Probably played center, you think?
I would think so.
Power forward, maybe. And look, he's in a bad way right here as the Warden just cranking on the neck there of Judge. Judge trying to live out his dream here in the professional wrestling world. Been a fan since he was 9 years old. Looked up at guys like Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens.
Big heavy hitters.
Absolutely. That's where he gets his brawling style from. He's got to get back to his feet here, and he finally does.
You know, I love a good brawler. Guys that can really just go in there and go pound for pound, toe for toe.
We are seeing these two big bulls right now doing just that, Tony.
He's not here for hip tosses. He's here to beat people up.
Yeah, this is
I
not going to be.
appreciate that.
This will not be a high-flying affair by a long shot. Not with these two monsters. Oh my goodness! Open hand chop there from the Warden, right to the heart. And he's going to return the favor. There is Mason Judge. Stiff kick right to the midsection from the Warden. Sends Judge into the ropes. Judge hangs on, gets out of the way. Oh, look at this! And he takes the big hit all the way down to the floor, but Warden grabs the feet of Judge, and now both men are on the outside. There's a big right hand, like a bear paw, right to the face of Judge from Warden.
Both of these guys, so big, so strong, but yet so agile at the same time. You don't see too many big men that are graceful on their feet like these two guys.
My goodness, what a shot. And they're right to our left here, and you can hear it that much louder when they're that close to us, Tony.
Judge has to be careful, though. Warden has been giving pile drivers to people not just in the ring, but outside the ring. And if he,
wait a second.
Oh, no.
Trying to underhook the arms there. He went for that pile driver. You're right, Tony, but he got driven right back into the post.
Judge had it scouted.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. He did not beat the count. A double count out in our main event? You gotta be kidding me. Paul Sands, I mean, it was management here at the Nightmare Factory telling Diana to restart this matchup.
The judge might be wishing it ended.
Well, Warden, yeah, with a cheap shot from behind here now. Judge just got whiplashed right there by the Warden in the ropes. And Warden charges in. Oh my goodness! All of his weight coming down across Judge, right across that middle rope.
Shades of Mark Henry there. The Warden is a huge fan of Mark Henry.
And now they're back outside the ring one more time, Tony. They might get counted out a second time.
We can't have two countouts in one match.
These guys have got to get back in the ring here. What's Ward got in mind? Oh, a back suplex right there on the ring apron. That apron.
5 now. Warden's back in.
The Warden's back in. Judge down on the outside still.
Warden's going to take that victory tonight. Count out or not. He's not a guy that can actually match his strength here.
Listen to the noise in here.
They're cheering for Judge to get back in the ring.
The crowd trying to will Judge back up. He's back to his feet. Can he make it in? He beats the count just in time.
I did not want to see his first match end in a count out.
And Warden can't believe it. Warden cannot believe it. He thought for sure he's about to win that thing by a count out, Tony. But Judge still struggling to get back up to his feet here.
Kind of means more punishment for Judge, though.
Oh, the Warden is just relentless here with these boots to the side of the head.
You know, once the Warden gets going, it's almost impossible to stop him. splash. Judge is not going to get up from this.
We've seen the Warden hit this before. He doesn't go up to the ropes very often.
No.
But when he does, it's bad.
I just felt this entire arena shake when Warden hit that match.
Nobody was home. Judge had it scouted and was able to get out of the way just in time before the Warden connected with that Vader-like bomb there. Almost like a twisting Vader bomb.
Like you said, the Warden doesn't go up to the ropes too often. So he figured the only way he could put Judge down was to do something out of the ordinary, and it just didn't work for him.
He took a little too much time there, Tony. Yeah. Look at Judge holding his ribs here. He's taking so much damage in this matchup.
Judge has the opportunity to capitalize on the Warden now. He needs to take this advantage.
He's got to dig down deep. Both men back up at the same time here. Oh, big clothesline from Judge to Warden. And another one from Judge. Judge does a clothesline from the Warden and a big kick right to the side of the head, and down goes Warden.
Like a big oak tree falling in the forest, the Warden goes down.
Oh, look at this.
Look at the strength.
Oh, man, but the Warden able to escape. Not sure what was going for, but he got a Samoan drop there. Oh, what is that? Crucifix man. Oh, and Warden able to kick out barely. Massive leg drop. Like a tree trunk-like leg right across the throat there from the Warden to Judge.
Yeah, I talked about these guys not throwing out too many traditional wrestling holds, but it looks like these guys are going to do anything it takes to get this victory.
Oh, boy. I would say
There we go.
Anger the Warden.
He's
but the
going to
Warden,
the top. He's not wasting any time. They'll go to the
Oh, he's
top.
going all the way to the
Brendan, he's on the top.
Very top
No.
rope. Are you kidding me? Wait a second. Massive power
The
bomb
Warden just got powerbombed on the top.
from the top rope. And now the strength of Judge. Can he get him up? Wait a second. I mean, go for a pin here. Hook the leg.
No, he
and
kicks out.
2 count. I don't know if Judge's back gave out or not.
It
but
looks like his back gave out.
he almost had him up.
It's over 300 pounds.
And he's showing the frustration right now. Judge might be thinking about
Attempt
it
it one more
again.
time. Look at the strength.
He's got him this time.
Big power slam.
What a power slam! He did it! He did it! Judge just power slammed the behemoth known as the Warden. I don't believe what we just saw, Tony.
Brandon, I'm in absolute shock right now. Judge is a huge man on his own, but to put down the Warden, you don't see that very often.
You know, I said it at the beginning of this matchup. Tonight, not only is he judge, but he was also jury and executioner here tonight with a big-time win over the Warden.
Brandon, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Unbelievable, my goodness. What a matchup.
Well, congratulations to Mason Judge on getting a victory here in his debut match at the Nightmare Factory.
It has been quite a show here tonight at the Nightmare Factory here in Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, fans, we want to wish you the happiest of holidays. And again, don't forget, follow us on social media at Nightmare Factory GA. Visit nightmarefactoryga.com and find out when the next showcase, the next student camp is going to be happening. Sign up today and come join us here at the Nightmare Factory. But for Diana Michelle, for the great Tony Miller, I'm Brandon Benefield. And fans, join us next time at the Nightmare Factory where we do the work.